Hey there, Bible buddies. I've got another review for you today. This is a Holman CSB large print ultra-thin reference Bible. And this one is actually another one of those Bibles that's in that crazy Lifeway sale that's going on right now. If you guys haven't checked it out, I would definitely recommend looking at it. I don't know how much longer it's going to be going on for. Usually Lifeway's sales go for about a month, and right now it's about the end of February. So if you guys haven't looked through it that great, I would definitely recommend doing it now. But this one is a brown genuine leather. And it is kind of hiding a little secret. Holman did a little kind of a gotcha on this one. I'll show you in a second what it is and why this is such a great deal. Right now, Lifeway has this one for $14, so keep that in mind. But I'll go ahead and show you the box here. You guys can pause it if you need to see any specifics on it. I'll show you all the edges like usual. It's a nice box, a nice two-piece box here. If you want to read any specifics, you can go ahead and pause it there and get the ISBN number or anything from it. So again, it's a nice two-piece box, pretty solid, considering again the price point. But here it is. So it's a nice brown leather. Now they have it marked as genuine leather, and you can see here, it's a pretty fine grain leather. There's not much texture to it. It's very smooth. It's kind of akin to like a nice wallet or a nice belt, something like that. It's kind of what the leather feels like. But it's definitely a little bit on the smoother side, and when you kind of wrinkle it, there's not very much texture that pops up, maybe a very little bit, but it's pretty smooth overall. It does have brown perimeter stitching. You can see here on the spine that it's stamped with CSB, Holy Bible, Christian Standard Bible, and the Holman logo. Now these are not pressed in, these are probably like pad printed or something like that, so they're just right there on the surface. So as you read the Bible, they will wear off and you'll get kind of like a worn look, which I don't mind. I think it's cool when a Bible looks like it's been used, as it should be, right? And here's the back cover, and here's the gotcha that Holman did. So they have it listed on the box as a brown genuine leather, but in reality, for $14, keep in mind it's 14 bucks. For 14 bucks, look at what it's made of. They have it stamped as goatskin leather. So this is a goatskin leather Bible in a beautiful brown for 14 bucks. This is a definite find. So if you guys like, the brown and gold look here, I would definitely recommend snatching this one up. It's a great Bible. So let's go ahead and get it opened up. Take a look. So here we have a brown synthetic paste down liner. That's probably the only negative side. There's some corner work for you. About the only negative really is that it's a paste down. But even that, I mean, come on, $14. What are you gonna complain about, right? So go ahead and turn here. You have the end sheet, and then it just gets right to the presentation page here. Then you have the first title page and your second title page. And then you go into the copyright page here, and you can see that it's a 2017 CSB text, not the updated 2020. That's the only reason I can think Lifeway's probably giving such a good deal on this, is because the new 2020 text for the CSB is coming out obviously this year, or last year, I guess it would have come out. So they're probably going to be updating these pretty soon. You can see here all the binding options that they offered for this one, the different colors and whatnot. And this one was printed in China. This is the third printing of 2018, and it was printed by R.R. Donnelly and Sons. So that's what that information, those little crazy marks mean. Now, I have seen some people, sometimes they'll comment like, hey, why is there such a crazy string of numbers here? Sometimes you'll see them in the middle of the page and they'll be stretched out real long here. The reason they do this is kind of a cost-saving thing. When you go to reprint the Bible, instead of having to like reprint this page and create like a whole new plate to do it, because prints are they come off with like a metal plate. I don't know how to explain it. But essentially, you don't have to remake that metal plate. What you can do is you can use your old metal plate and you kind of like cover up the numbers as you go. I don't know if that's exactly what they do here, but that would be kind of one of the older reasons why they would have done it like this. I would imagine nowadays they're probably just updating the plate, but who knows? But that would be why they used to do it in the past. Now you have the books here, the books of the Bible, table of contents, and you can see there's some additional materials. Then we have the introduction to the CSB translation, definitely worth a read if it's your first time through. After that, you have kind of notes on the footnotes, so notes on the footnotes, right? So you're going to have some note foots, right? So this is going to be any information you might see down in the footnotes. This explains to you kind of what all that means, if there's any shorthand or anything like that. Then it gets right into the Old Testament. Here we have the first page of Genesis, and you can see it's a lovely text. There's a little bit of ghosting. It's not really too bad. Considering again it's $15, it's actually pretty good, and it looks like it's line matched. So that definitely mitigates some of that kind of that show through. But it's a nice text overall. It's a double column, verse by verse. Sorry, not verse by verse. Double column paragraph. And there is some indentations here. You can see that they do a little bit of formatting on the page, whether it's references to the old Testament Bible verses, or if it's letters, or just whatever they want to set apart. They do that here, which kind of helps in the reading process and with the formatting of it all. You can see there are also section headers throughout, and there you can see the footnotes. Take a quick look at them. Some of the footnotes there and the cross references on the top and the bottom. I'll flip through. I'll show you guys some more sections of it. Now you can see there they did some lists, which is something I like with more modern translations, to make it a little bit easier to read here. Instead of kind of writing it all out, verse by verse style, they kind of clean it up a little bit and makes it a little bit easier to read. We'll go to this first ribbon here. Now the ribbons you do get two. You get a brown one and you get a red one, and they are double-sided satin. They are actually pretty nice, again, for the price, $14. It's a very nice ribbon. Very nice ribbons that they use here. So this is double-sided satin. They're a little narrow, but I tend to like that a little bit more because they're kind of easier to manage. And here you can see, well, actually, let's go back to Psalms. So there's some Psalms. You can see the poetic setting that they use. Very nice layout. Get a close-up here. Very nice layout overall. Nice to read, nice and easy to read. CSB is a great reader translation, easy to read. I'll keep going through some of it. You can see some of Isaiah. All right, then we'll go into the New Testament, and we'll take a look. This is a black letter text for the specific edition. You can see here, obviously, Matthew 5 and 6 is usually all nice and red, but this is a black letter text, so you won't get any of that. If you prefer black letter, this would be the one for you. And I'll show you the second ribbon here. Not that it's anything different. It's a nice scarlet ribbon, scarlet red. It's a nice color, not like bright or vibrant, but a nice kind of a deeper red. And then there you can see some of the formatting for the Old Testament quotes in bold. So at the end of the Bible, when we get to it, there is actually a very, very, very nice size concordance. You can see some of it there. So first we have our tables of weights and measures here, just kind of some standard stuff. Then we get into our concordance, and it's a very nice concordance. There's a lot of entries here. Again, for the price, it's a very useful concordance. There's just a lot here. And after the concordance, we have a couple pages. I think there's 3 sheets here of blank paper for notes or anything like that if you want. And then we get into the maps. And again, Holman seems to be the masters of doing maps on the right kind of paper. You can see here that they are on matte cardstock, so it's a nice thicker paper, but it is not glossy by any means, so you won't have any problem writing on it. You're not going to get any kind of glare or shine coming back at you or anything like that. And I like Holman maps. They're good enough. Some people prefer Cambridge or Schuyler's, but I'm kind of a fan of the more brightly colored maps. Just makes it easier for identification purposes. Then at the end, all you have is the end sheet here, and that's it. So again, if you are interested in this Bible, it's only $14. It's on Lifeway.com. Again, I don't know how long it's going to be on sale for. So if you guys are interested in it, I would go ahead and jump on it. But it's a great option, really a great option if you're a fan of the CSB, and you're and you kind of like this styling of the brown and gold, and you're looking for a goatskin Bible for $14. You really can't beat it. So Holman Christian Standard, the Holman CSB, goodness, the Holman CSB Large Print Ultrathin Reference Bible. Get it now. Thanks, Bible buddies. Bye.